Hello and welcome to Pratik Chess Videos.
Hey just friends, today we are going to see a game between Steinitz and Augustus Mogrendien in the year 1863. This game was played in London and it was a very instructive game by Steinitz. So let's start the game. The game started e4, g6, the modern defense. Not a choice of very much popularity then. So now d4, bishop g7 and then c3. This was typical of Steinitz. He was more than anything careful to not let weak pawns into his position. And now b6, black opts for bishop b7 and then a double fianchetto. And then black's position will be nice. But now bishop e3, bishop b7, black gets the double fianchetto, attacks the e4, knight d2, white defends e4, d6, and then knight gf3. So white is not tempted by the committal f4, so knight gf3. And now e5, dubious move. Much sounder was knight d7 and if a4 then a6 in the spirit of the Petrosian Spassky World Championship match, the 16th game. Nice game. So now d into e5, good move. Shutting in the bishop at g7, so d into e5. So the bishop is fully blocked. And then bishop to c4. Now idea is to short castle. And then, after bishop c4, knight e7. Mistake. Here queen e7 was essential. Now, after knight e7, now queen e2, which is a dubious move. Now, white missed the incredible sacrifice and typical one, bishop into f7. And then after king into f7, it gives a decisive advantage after queen b3 check. Knight d5. If king d8, then just knight g5. So knight d5, knight c4. Rook e8, long castle, c6. And now knight a5. Good move. This is computer play. The computers analyzed it. And now after knight to a5, now it was played the move. No move was played because white is winning. But why didn't Steinitz play this? He's thought schematically, and back on the 7th move he had prepared a plan. Let's see what the plan is. So now queen e2, short castle. And now what should you do? h4, that's correct. Now, a classic flank attack with a secure center. That's a very, very important thing, that your center must be secure. And now knight to d7. So if here h5 was played, then knight to g5. And well, after knight d7, now h5 obviously, c5, h into g6 and a knight into g6 in order to avoid the opening of the h file. It is an ugly move, but you have to make it. So now long castle and then a6, which is a dubious move actually. Knight f6 would have been played. Now a6 and then we play knight g5, knight f6. Now pause the video and think what should you play. Well, now you should play knight into h7. Amazing move. It was strictly according to his own teaching. A combination as is the fruits of a positional advantage. And after knight into h7, now what? Pause the video and think again. Well, now what's the thing here? So now the thing is rook into h7, which is an interesting move. It was the right way, and queen h5 also gave an advantage, but then knight f6 came and it was not the decisive one. And now after king into h7 comes queen to h5 check, king to g8, and then rook to h1. What a move. Queen h7 mate is certain. And now, well, it's kind of over if you see. Let's see the engine I have. This fish. Well, here it's pretty much winning if you see. This was played in the game. This was raised here. And if we continue, then we'll see that white capitalizes over his advantage, and then say now white can here get a rook, perhaps. Yeah. And then we'll get a rook at the end of a highly complicated variation. But it's purely winning if you convert it as a matter of fact. So now rook to e8. Let's shut down the engine. But now queen into g6, then queen to f6 here. Well, now it's time to exchange, but not so fast. I got one incoming. Bishop into f7 check, though this lacked the magic. Actually, it was a good move, but queen h7 check was more objectively correct, but who cares? Bishop into f7 check, queen into f7, and now rook to h8 check, good move. King into h8 and then queen into f7. And white just basically won. So why does white win? Alright. This is gonna be good. Why does white win? So here white wins because of the piece activity and also of the, see, white has two pawns and a queen for two rooks. So that makes the material balance +1, and the deciding factor is the all the pawns weakness, and also the king is very vulnerable. So then I'll be able to capitalize on here. See, as I said, the king is very vulnerable. Yeah, because of the king, black will give an exchange later on, and then he has to give a whole rook to ensure that the king is an exchange. So then black will be left with two bishops, but his pawns will all fall, and then that's the end of it. So, well, amazing game. The lesson we learned from this game was that when you attack on the flank, your center should be secure so that the opponent does not plot counterplay in the center. This is the lesson. So this was the game. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and the bell icon. Thank you.